Yes! Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here for video number 2. On your Tuesday evening, August the 27th, 2024. Thank you all for watching this particular video on my main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel. Show my other channels your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish, but if you leave stupid comments, you're gonna be treated like a stupid idiot, and they're gonna be sent to the shadow realm where pretty much Satan will eat your soul. Don't do it. Don't forget to follow me on social media: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love and support there. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, you're pretty much SOL. And I think we all know what that means. If you don't know what it means, look it up. And share the video all over the internet. And if you're new here for the very first time, not talking about being a fake account and like make a new account, like, I'm here for the first time, but you have 0 subs. Pretty much, it's anybody with 0 to like less than 50 subs is pretty much either a fake channel or like a startup channel that basically never got off the ground. But it is what it is. But thank you anyway for the free view and the free sub if you are a fake channel, because you're fake yourself. And thank you for the free view, bitch. I know, that's it. But if you're brand new to my channel and you like what you see, you want more, please hit that like button. Very important, hit that subscribe button and that bell for more. And that's pretty much it. And as we always say, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab a cold one, and enjoy the show. And if you like it, great. You don't, get out of here. I aim to please, and if I'm not cosmetically pleasing to some of you, then go fuck yourself. I'm not going anywhere for a while. So, been on this website for 15 glorious years, and I pretty much ain't slowing down for anything or anyone. So if you don't like me, tough shit. Tough shit. You don't like me, don't watch me. But some people have a very big problem with that, and it's called obsession. And jealousy, because they can't get the views I get. It's true. It's damn true. And anytime they try to do videos about me, it's all clout. So, and by the way, you're welcome. That's all I gotta say about that. But like I said, if you don't like me, don't watch. Please, for the love of God, block me, and that's all you gotta do. But some of you people have a, have a problem. That's called obsession. I don't obsess about you dumb fucks, or anybody for that matter. Unless I only care about myself and my friends and my family and the good people that that are actually on this website, that care about people in their community and their live streams or whatever it may be. If you don't care about your community, then don't be on YouTube. If you're gonna act like a schmuck and just badmouth your subs and everything, then you don't need to be on this website. If you're gonna clickbait like a freaking dumbass just to get views and clicks and a ton of subs, you're doing that the wrong way, then you're not gonna be taken seriously. I've done it for 15 years, and I've done it the hard way. Whether I get 1 sub or I get 1,000 subs, it's nice, but all I care about is me, because this is a hobby to me. It's not my life. I don't care. I got other things to worry about, like my job and a social life and my family and my good friends and shit. I don't care about YouTube that much, because YouTube is not a job. You're not getting a salary unless if you're getting donations and super chats and that shit, it's not really a job because you're not getting a weekly paycheck. And basically, you don't even have a boss. Even though, the so-called higher-ups at YouTube, Neo and his team of monkeys, supposed to do their job, but they don't even do their job. So what's the point of being a CEO, Neil? and your team of monkeys that don't do anything to help us content creators from getting bombarded by assholes who basically commit crimes on this fucking website that are legal crimes, which these people don't care about getting sent to jail for putting public information out on YouTube, which is a crime, up to 7 years in jail. So, but if you want to do that, ruin your life, go ahead. See where it gets you in life. And that's all I gotta say about that. But we move on. But personally, I don't give a shit about these fake people. All I care about is myself and my good friends and people I've had great relationships here on YouTube with, and even and my friends off YouTube, and my great family, the missus, of course, and that's it. I don't need YouTube. I just do it as a hobby. So if you think I do it, I do it. I'm on here 24/7, which is a big fat lie, among other things that I get slandered for. There's just no actual proof of it, because it's just, like I said, pure jealousy. There's no proof of anything. I know I've had a bad past. I made some mistakes here on YouTube back in the day, but still, I took responsibility and I atoned for my sins, and I just moved on. But people just love to bring up my past and tell new people that I meet and hang out with and talk to. It's like, oh, you gotta be, you gotta watch this guy. This guy is weird, he's creepy and everything. I'm like, they don't care. All they care about is their channel. Who cares about their past? That's things that happened 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago. I mean, come on. Get over it and just move on and shut the fuck up. Straight up. And that is my rant for the day. Thank you very much. Moving on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Tuesday evening, August 27, 2024, right here on the Kill Demons channel, I am your gracious host, Peter Joseph. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, sports, music, movies, whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And if you like it, great. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell for more. And if you don't like it, well, you know where the door is. Don't let it hit your fat ass on the way out. Just do your own thing on your dead channel, or on your other channel, or on your channel, just basically. Whether it be a dead channel or a big channel. You don't like me, get out of here. Simple as that. I'm not going anywhere, whether you like it or not. And I know other people are like, well, we're not going anywhere. Yeah, but you're gonna get the silent treatment, so suck it hard, and I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's pretty much it. Alright, we got NXT coming up in a little bit, so let's get into this video. Video number 2, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for your late and out-of-date Monday Night Raw Review. For August 26, 2024, the go-home show before this Saturday afternoon's Bash in Berlin. Coming your way from Berlin, Germany at the Uber Arena at 1 p.m. So it's going to feel like it's Sunday again. We're watching All Out. But it's going to be different promotion, different name, different company, and it's going to be in a different country. So this pay-per-view should end about 4 o'clock. I would say about 4 o'clock. Hunter, but, it's only, I think, 5 matches on the card, so this could end by 4 o'clock, with the scrum at right after that. So we're just going to see what happens with that, and NXT, normal pay-per-view on Sunday night at, I believe, 7 o'clock from Denver, Colorado, then Raw this coming Monday from Denver. I think it's the same arena where No Mercy's going to be at. That's going to be cool. And we move on. But Monday Night Raw last night emanated from the Amica Mutual Pavilion, or I thought it was the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Maybe they changed it. I don't know. But anyway, in Providence, Rhode Island, and our commentary team pretty much going forward, Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave. Corey Slave taking over for Pat McAfee, who's gone on. He's left for the rest of the year to do college football. He'll be back on the first episode of Raw on Netflix. That's good. So Michael Cole and Corey Graves are going to be on Monday Night Raw for pretty much this foreseeable future. And that's that. Alright. So like I said, this is the go-home show for before Bash in Berlin. Wasn't a great show, but we had two number one contender matches for the Intercontinental title and for the tournament to see who faces Braun Breaker. Probably at the next show, or whenever that Intercontinental title match is going to be. You also had a battle of the big men, big beefy men slapping meat in that ring. Braun Strowman taking on Big Bronson Reed. Oh, we're gonna get to that one. Oh, and how epic that fucking match was. And what happened during that match. And it was, I'll just say, explosive. But we'll get to that. We got some women's action. We had Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. You know, their final preparations for their scrap match at the pay-per-view, which is a traditional scrap match where you have to use all four corners. Look, they're going back to the old school, which is cool. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And a little bit with Randy Orton as Butler's voice. And Walter, but he was not there because Walter's in Germany already. So he's preparing because they're pretty much in Germany now. Getting ready. I think they're doing a couple of house shows in Germany before they hit Berlin. They got the kickoff show in Germany, I think at 10 o'clock in the morning. Somewhere, I think it's like 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And then they're going to tape SmackDown in Berlin. And then at the same arena where Bash in Berlin is going to be at. So that's good. And then that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's get into the show. Let's not waste any more time. Alright, so we start the show off with an in memoriam picture of Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Psycho Sid. Still, shocking loss yesterday. He died at 63 due to that deadly disease, cancer! Fucking cancer! Was Ozzy would say, we're gonna kick cancer's ass. Pretty much. So I got that. That was pretty nice. Then we had a nice tribute video later in the show. Very well produced. Kudos to WWE for doing that. We heard from Booker T. We heard from, who else we hear from? I don't even remember. I think we heard, well, Booker T, definitely. I think we heard from, I was about to say DDP, but, he left a tweet, so, but that was on his Twitter page. But various wrestlers were talking about Psycho Sid back in the day and everything. Shawn Michaels tweeted it out later, yesterday and everything. Blah, 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 blah. So that was nice. But anyway, we start the show properly with the Judgment Day 2.0, led by the women's champion Liv Morgan with her simp of a boyfriend, Dominic Galero, let's say. So he comes out with a Fiend Balor, JD McDumbfuck, the tag team champions, and Carlito. I still don't understand why Carlito's in this group. Why? What does he do? Just stands there and talks Spanish. Hey, I say, all eyes to the Judgment Day, I say, pero. And then eats his apple, because he's cool. Because Carlito spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool. But you're just a jobber in that fucking group, like JD McDonough. Come on now. JD McDumbfuck and Carlito. The jobbers of that fucking group. That's it. Basically, you got three people there. Dom, Liv, and Finn. The other two, who fucking cares? But anyway, they come out. They brag about last week's beatdown of Mommy and Poppy, the Terror Twins, Rhea Ripley, and Poppy Priest. Then promise to do even worse to them, well, meaning with Liv and Dom beating beating the crap out of Mommy and Poppy in Berlin this Saturday in that mixed tag team match, which is not going to be in the main event, which sucks. So then, so Liv's talking this and that, and he's like, I wanna this is my dum-dum. Anyway, so Dominic finally gets on the mic and gets booed out of the building. Oh. And Liv's like, silence it, like, shut up, I wanna listen to my dum-dum. Yeah. Like, no, nobody wants to listen to Dom, like traitor. I want to listen to him, man. He's my son. Oh, I know, Eddie. He's your son. I know. But he's acting like a prick. Yeah, but he's got a hot girlfriend, ese pero. Well, he does have, Liv. He had a better hot-looking girlfriend than, like, Rhea Ripley. But she was all goth. I don't understand that, pero. Oh, you had China. She wasn't goth, but, you got China. What do you mean? China was a great person to me. She's my mamacita, ese pero. I know. Just because I gave her that Latino. I don't want to know. You had some sangria today, right? Oh, yeah, I had a bottle of sangria earlier. I'm sorry, pero. Okay. But yeah, your son basically getting the X-Pac heat. You know what X-Pac is, right, Sean Waltman? Oh, yeah, I know what X-Pac is. He's a gringo. Okay. Oh, easy. Easy. You know who this guy is? Eddie, I love Eddie Guerrero. Hello, Eddie, how you doing? Oh, what's up, Eddie? What's up, Eddie? I love you, Eddie. I love you, Eddie. You're my inspiration, Eddie. Ay, ay, ay. I gotta go. Bye. Who the hell is that, essay? I don't know. He loves you. He's a Mexican wrestler named El Dorito. He fears Osito, though. You know Osito, right? Oh, I seen that guy. He's a great wrestler. Whatever happened to that guy? Oh, he got injured. Oh, that sucks, Essay. I know. We miss you, Osito. We do. We do here in the Brooklyn area. We love you. Former No Limits champion. Oh, and he didn't hold the belt that long either. Because he had to drop it because of an injury. His shoulder injury. We haven't seen him since. It is what it is. I'm good friends with his parents. I'm like, they come to almost every show and like, hey, where's your son? What's he doing? He's like hiding in the background somewhere without a mask. But I have a picture on my Facebook of him though. Osito. Ay ay ay. Anyway, all right. Blah 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 blah. So Dom basically tries to say that Liv Morgan helps him do things he has never done before. Cole's like, TMI! TMI! I don't need to know! Probably, I bet you Liv probably teaches Dom how to eat chicken tenders properly or some shit. Or properly. Hey Dom, why don't you, you got a hot fucking wife now. She can't teach you some things there in the bedroom? Maybe, Liv goes to your hotel room and is like, okay, this is how you're gonna fuck me in the ass, like. Come on, Dom! Come on, give me the Latino heat, that's it, come on! Dom's like, I don't know how. Give me a chicken tendy. Applebee's must love when Dom and Liv come over there with, it's like, oh, Dominic Guerrero and Liv Morgan, fry up the chicken tenders. A big old plate of fucking chicken tenders they eat all night. And they get free soda or something like that. Because, I doubt Dom could ever had a beer in his life, but he's 20-some years old, so he probably had a beer in his life. I don't know. But imagine Dom just came out and he's in the Judgment Day locker room drinking Pepsi or some shit. I'm like, hey, I thought you were drinking a beer. And then all the other guys are drinking beer. You see Dom, I'm like, I don't want to drink beer. I'm going to drink some Pepsi. And Liv's like, hey, come on, drink a beer. Come on, stop being a pussy. I don't like the beer. It tastes like piss. Dom. This ain't fucking Mountain Dew. This fucking beer, man. This fucking Guinness. Come on. Grow some balls. I mean, you got that fucking lawnmower mustache on your fucking face. Come on now. I bet you that works in the bedroom, right, Dom? Liv Morgan and your wife must love that. That fucking Dirty Sanchez with a mustache. And I heard a rumor that they want to have Rey Mysterio against Dom in a hair versus mask match or a hair versus mustache match or some shit. I'm like, come on. Dom would lose that and just shave off the mustache. He'll still kick ass. He'll still be a freaking prick. With or without the mustache. But he gets rid of that mullet. I don't know anybody won't like it. I know Eddie won't like it. Eddie, you remember when you had that mullet? Oh, my hair was great, I say. I used to get all the mamacitas, even China. Oh, she loved that mullet. And then you cut it, and like, you still kick ass. Yeah, I know, but I miss the mullet too, I know, I didn't get all the ladies with when I got to cut the mullet off, Eddie, Hey, look at my hair. I used to have long hair. Not long hair, but, down to my ass so I could play the loudest, fastest rock roll I could. But, I got the ladies with the hair. I mean, if I can't get the mamacita, that I have now, stroking my hair, among other things. Then I want to know, I see. Okay. I mean, back in the day, I had long hair. Not rock star long hair, head banging and, going crazy, but my hair was down to right around here. Not down to here, my shoulder areas, but my parents hated it. I'm like, come on. I want to play the loudest, fastest rock roll I could. They're like, no, you look like a bum. Come on. Come on. I wanted to have a mullet and everything, have long, luscious hair. I don't have it now, so I'm kind of, getting older. I do have a little spot in my head, but I still look good. But I digress. Anyway, yeah, so Liv's so Dom's like, Liv helps me do things I've never done before. Yeah, right. And Nicole's like, yeah, I don't want to know. We don't want to know, Dom. That's, keep that on X or something. Keep that in your wallet or some shit. Anyway, so he says, I'm going to enter the Intercontinental title #1 contenders tournament. And that's next week. He faces, who's he face next week? I think I have it. Let me see if I have it, in my notes. Let's see here. No, I don't, actually. I think he's facing Ilya Dragunov. And, I forget the other person. I know he's in that match with Ilya, I think. And then the other one is Sheamus, Marcel Barthel, and Bronson Reed. Wow. Sheamus and Marcel are going to cancel each other out. So Bronson Reed is definitely going to be in that tournament. He's going to be in that Fatal 4-Way for the belt. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins that thing. It's either going to be him or Jey Uso. So that's pretty much going to be near the end of the match. It should be an elimination match, but I think it's just a Fatal 4-Way. I don't know when I think it's going to happen in 2 weeks. Because next week is the other 2 matches. And then the Fatal 4-Ways after that. So, yeah, it's the September 9th edition of Raw is going to be the Fatal 4-Way finals. So we got that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So Dom's like, I'm going to enter the Intercontinental title #1 contenders tournament. Let me get back to my notes. And then the LWO come out with Rey Mysterio, Booyaka Booyaka, 619, Booyaka Booyaka. So he comes out with the rest of the LWO, the returning Dragon Lee after, you know, the birth of his baby. That's nice. And then we have Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild. They're there. No Zelina Vega yet. But we'll talk about the Queen later. By the way, she said hi to me on Instagram. Thank you. Same thing with Adam Cole on Twitch today. Me and him were like going at it. I mean, you know, I'm chatting and then you were talking about I've been playing the new game Black Myth Wukong. Woohoo! Game of the year. Holy fuck! And I'm up to where he is. I'm about to hit chapter 2. Just I can't beat that fucking bear. Fucking cheap bastard in the end. I get him down to like this much HP, like 15% HP, and he fucking does his special move near the end. I have no heals. I'm like, fuck! But it gets harder from there. From what I've seen in certain Let's Plays from other people on here that I frequently watch. Oh, it gets hard. And you thought Big Baby, the first boss of the game, was hard? Great game. Great game. And you can play it. You can transform into a fucking baby. You can, you know, get later in the game. I'll spoil some of it. You play as a rat. You get a spirit of a frog. You get a bear, of course. It's just an amazing game. Black Myth Wukong. It's on PlayStation right now. I think it's on PC. I think it's coming to Xbox in December. So for all you people who have the Xbox, you're going to get a Christmas present. So buy it now on PS5. You're going to love it. Great. I mean, the animation. Oh my goodness. It felt like I'm watching an anime in a video game. It's fucking epic. I got more. I mean, Adam Cole's playing it till the end, pretty much. There's other games coming out. Borderlands 4 is coming out. Some other great games coming out this year and into next year. I don't know when the next Final Fantasy is coming out. The end of Final Fantasy 7. We got Rebirth. We had Intergrade, which was like a half. Which is the second. Well, pretty much wasn't really like part 2. Because part 2 was Rebirth. Intergrade was like in the middle. And then I think the next one is supposedly titled Reunion. I don't know when that's coming out. It's maybe next year, maybe 2026, knowing Squaresoft. Knowing those idiots at Squaresoft. Because the game's not even in production yet, which is sad. And pretty much, the first 2 games have only been the first disc. That is sad. That means the next game is going to be 2 discs long. Holy shit, it's going to be massively long. With the DLC. And even Rebirth's DLC is just... oh. Those boss fights, I mean, even the final boss fight in the DLC of Rebirth is just like, oh. I hope Black Myth Wukong has a ton of DLC. A ton of it. There's gotta be some new stuff coming your way, coming down the pipe with that game. But please, for the love of God, if you love role-playing games, you love Japanese role-playing games, JRPGs, this is the game for you. This is the game of the year. I'm telling you, I know Rebirth was a great game this year. This game came out. Black Myth Wukong. Woo! I love it. I can't get enough. I can't stop playing it when I have the free time. But you know, those bosses are no joke. If you know what you're doing, and you get all the ability points, and you know, with the stances and the spirit upgrades and weapon upgrades, and you know what you're doing, then you can do it. But you know, there are going to be a lot of deaths, a lot of death. I'm just going to say that. All right, moving on. All right, so Ray calls Dominic a lost soul. Says someone needs to put him in his place. And Dom's like, "Oh, you gonna do it, Dad? I'd like to see you try." And Dom's like, hey, Dad, where you been the last few weeks? Oh, that's right, home, doing nothing. And Ray says Dominic is even more of a jackass than usual. He calls Liv a bruja or something like that. He's like, oh, you got this bruja, you know. Kind of going into his personal life a little bit. He's like, hey, you got this chick and you're a married man. So it looks like Ray and Dom are about to come to blows, but the other members of the group start fighting, and then Dom and Ray beat the crap out of each other. But in the end, the LWO clears the ring, and then we get an 8-man tag team match out of this, with Liv Morgan at ringside. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so I gave the first segment 3 out of 5 stars. So then after that, we go to break, we join the match in progress. Ray comes in, hammers away on Fiend Balor, setting up a sit-up bulldog for an air fall. Gordito comes in and hits Raul Mendoza, comes in off the ropes to work on the arm. And then Joaquin Wilde comes in with a, he gets springboarded into a moonsault for an air fall on Gordito. That was pretty cool. And then Carlito takes him into the wrong corner. They start working on him. Raul Mendoza comes back in. Has to dropkick his way out of the corner. Gets the hot tag to Joaquin Wilde. And then pretty much everything breaks down. All 8 men in the ring. Joaquin Wilde does his insane springboard dive where he gets launched into midair. Like Final Fantasy 13. Launch into the air. And then, basically takes him down the aisle and shit. Go to break. Come back. Well, the heels come back. As we always know, during a break, the heels come back. Joaquin Wilde's in trouble. But he manages to send Fiend Balor to the outside. And then a rolling tag by, gets the hot tag to Ray. Dom's just standing there. He lets it happen. He's like, fuck. Come on. So Ray comes in, beats the crap out of his son, including a kick to the head for a near fall. Dom catches Ray on top. Was a sunset flip bomb, gives Ray a near fall as the entire Judgment Day comes in for the save. Ray sends Dom to the outside. And then we get a quadruple flippy nibbity-doo by the entire LWO. Then sets up the 619 to Dom. Ray goes for the cover. Liv Morgan has to pull Dom away from the frog splash essay. Why does he do that essay? Why does Rey Mysterio, that gringo, still stealing my moves essay? I don't know, Eddie. I don't know. Well, this is a pendejo. If I was alive today, I'd kick his ass. You probably could. So, Ray, stop it. And that's it. So Liv pulls him away from the frog splash. And then Dragon Lee hits Loud Magic. Dom gets the pin on, I think his dad. I think he got it win on his dad again. He hits Loud Magic Straw. Dom gets the win 13 and a half minutes later. That's pretty much it. So Judgment Day gets the win, continues their winning ways. And that's pretty much it. Moving on. After the match, Judgment Day beats the crap out of the rest of the LWO. And then Mommy and Bobby Priest come out. The Twin Towers, they come out. That's it, Twin Terrors, I should say. That's Twin Towers, another tag team. Akeem, the African Dream, and the Big Boss Man. Anyway. So Rhea and Poppy Priest come out. And Mommy and Liv Morgan beat the crap out of each other. Dominic and Liv have to bail. That leaves basically JD McDumpfuck and Carlito. They get hit with Riptide and South of Heaven. And then pretty much the Terror Twins lay the jobbers of the Judgment Day out. And that's pretty much it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the back, I believe, with Kathy Kelly, who has The Miz. He's there. Talks about how everything has been going bad for him lately, meaning R-Truth's gone. You know, he didn't get a big match in his hometown of Cleveland. You know, things just have been going wrong for The Miz. You know, he's just trying to do the right thing for him and his family and shit. And then Big Button Reed comes in and says, You know, I came after you because of R-Truth, and then Seth Rollins came after me, and came out to help, and I beat his ass too. And really, R-Truth just came out by himself to save his good buddy The Miz, and pretty much got his ribs destroyed. And that's that. So, Braun says, after I take care of Braun Strowman, I'm coming back for you. So Miz is like, oh shit. So we got that. So we'll see what happens with that. Miz is in a Intercontinental title number one contenders tournament match. He wants to win the tournament to tie Jericho for longest title reigns in history at 9. Not gonna happen right now, but it is what it is. So we get that. So I get a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Xavier Woods. Now in black gear. And then we see Kofi Kingston! He's in his lime green puke gear. And, Woods is like, you know, I'm adding my own flavor. I don't need to dress up like I'm wearing puke or puce. I think it was puce. So, they seem to be back on the same page. Because we can talk things out. Mentioned they're both in the tournament to get the Intercontinental title shot. That's it. Everything seems okay. Or is it? They should just break up the New Day. I know a lot of people saying, let's just break up the New Day already. Do it already. It's been 10 years. Break them up. At this point, yeah, break them up. Because they're doing nothing right now. They brought in the big O, Odyssey Jones, to be the big E of the group. I don't even think it's going to work. If they keep them as faces for the next year or so. And Killer Kross still wants them to turn and be with them. I mean, why would you turn heel and then join a bunch of jobbers? I hate saying that about Killer Kross, but still. Why would you want to join them? They haven't really won many matches. Except by chicanery thanks to Scarlett Bordeaux. And if the Authors of Pain come out and start some chicanery. I mean, what is Paul Ellering ever going to do? Just stands there looking epic, but that's it. So, I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger with one of them turning heel. I guess we'll have to find out. I guess Hunter's like letting it simmer, letting it cook a little bit. Then he's going to say, alright, let's do the surprise. You know, maybe another few weeks to maybe another month or two. Hopefully not more than that. But I think when it happens, everybody's like, we're gonna be surprised, but everybody's like, I saw it coming. Let me get that. All right, moving on. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we have the Pure Fusion Collective of Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. They brag about hurting various people like Dakota Kai. Blah 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 blah. Selena Vega as well. So, that's that. And then that leads us to our next match. We go to the ladies. And we have Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler taking on the Sky Pirates of my second and third wife, Kairi Sane. And she is scrumptious. And she is Io Sky. I miss you, Asuka. You know what Asuka is, right? Not there where the door... You can't even see it, but the door. She's not behind the door. Imagine she was. Be coming out, like, misting me in the face. Not that mist. Well, maybe. Maybe. But, anyway. She'll probably come out and kick my head off. And then call me a... Call me a baka, 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 baka! And then Io just comes in and is like, what the f... Io and Kairi just come in looking at me with mist on my face, and I'm like, ah! And then Asuka goes to Io and goes, bitch! Well, I mean, Io would go to Asuka like, you bitch! And then You know, I'm like trying to get the mist out of my eyes. Kairi's just like trying to do whatever she can to wake me up. I'm gonna suck my dick, but that's another story for another time. And Kairi and Asuka and Io are just going back and forth, baka, beach. And then I'm like, stop fighting! Stop fighting and suck my dick already! God damn it! Do we have to do this again? Come on. I digress. Moving on. Alright, so Kairi and Io take on Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. It was an okay match. Sonya Deville at ringside. So it starts out with Io and Zoe. And then Shayna Baszler comes in. We got a low bridge on Io. Sends her to the floor. And then Sonya gets in a cheap shot. Bitch. As we go to early break, come back. Kairi Sane comes in, cleans house. Doing some spinning back fist. And then Kairi hits that sliding basement lariat to Shayna Baszler in the corner. Sets up a top rope forearm, not the insane elbow yet. We'll get to that later. For a near fall. Kairi goes for a choke. Leg is reversed into Shayna Baszler's ankle lock. And then Zoe adds a missile drop kick on Kairi for a near fall. And then we see Zelina Vega. Yes. She comes out to take out Sonya Deville behind the referee's back. I mean, where are you looking at, referee? Anyway, that Kairi Sane to knock Zoe down. And then Io goes up top with Kairi. She jumps and hits the over the moonsault on Shayna Baszler on the outside, while Kairi Sane hits the insane elbow. Because she's insane in the brain. Insane in the brain! So, just the insane elbow on Zoe Stark. 1, 2, 3. Yes! A little over 7 minutes. The Sky Pirates get the win. And we'll see what happens from there. I don't think this feud is going to end yet. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens with all that. So, match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we get a great video from Uncle Howdy. Bo Dallas doesn't like Chad Gable being a false leader who sends his family into danger. And he says, then he talks about like cutting the head off the snake and stuff like that and holding it up and shit. So basically, him and his group, the Wyatt Six, they're ready to take him out to prevent things from getting worse. And he says, this is not a reckoning, this is a purge. Did you just say purge? I see you, Bo Dallas. I see you. Nice little in this moment references. I get it. Rock on, Bo Dallas. Rock on. You know. By the way, speaking of the purge and in this moment's new video for Sanctify Me climbing up 400 and right, almost getting close to 425,000 views. And it's been pretty much tomorrow will be a week since that video came out. So you can only imagine in about a month, in about the next 3 weeks to about a month, probably get close to about, we're not going to hit 1 million to probably a little over a month from now. I mean, the freaking Purge video has got 4+ million hits. And you say in this moment sucks. They don't have a platinum record. Who gives a shit? They still sell out every single time they play. So go listen to Bieber. Go read your whatever. Get out of here. Go listen to Bieber. Go read whatever you're reading. Saying oh God doesn't exist. Fucking atheists. Fuck you all, because you're gonna burn in hell. Now let me say it properly. You're gonna burn in hell! Fuck you guys. Fuck you atheists out there. Fuck you all. Don't believe in God? Well, he don't believe in you either. Fuck you. Burn in hell for all I care. Moving on. Alright, so I gave that segment with Bo Dallas 4 out of 5 stars. Just amazing. What's that? Speaking of amazing, we have Drew McIntyre, DM Hunk. He comes out, starts mocking CM Punk's line about It's great to be alive here in Providence, Rhode Island. Then he sits down Indian style like Punky Brewster does. And then we hear, and Punky Brewster went on Instagram live underneath the ring. I'm like, oh no, we're trying to tell, we can't, nobody is trying to tell Drew, like he's underneath the ring. So Drew goes on, moves on to how Punk had nothing to do with all of his success. He's sitting down, cross-legged, says, this is what I do! Okay, Mark Henry. He always tells the truth, because he does. And the reason this keeps happening, and he starts getting up, because the fans chant Punk's name to enable him. That's why there is going to be a scrap match on Saturday, and they're going to be, everybody's lashing out the fans. Drew brings up the bracelet, says this is like a dollar store bracelet. Damn. And then Punk's music hits, and he comes out, hits Drew from behind, because he was underneath the ring. And then they beat each other up. McIntyre grabs a scrap, but Punk backdrops him onto the announcer's table, which didn't break, because, it's Japanese. Japanese table! I am the table! So, Punky Brewster with a few more shots sends Drew running into the crowd. And then security comes out. Punk starts beating up the security guards. Really? He's only in the crowd and you're beating up security. Come on. Alright, so that was pretty good. Ahead of the scrap match, which Punk's going to win because Bad Blood's going to be Hell in a Cell. I hope Drew wins that. I want Drew to fuck Punk up severely in that match. I don't wish, Punk to get injured or anything, but, he's brittle, so what the fuck. It is what it is. Then we move on. Alright, so 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Then we hear from Braun Strowman says, I'm not going to get bullied by Bronson Reed. And that's that. Then we see Jey Uso, the Yeet Man, going through the concourse to start the entrance. For our next match, second match in the Intercontinental, first match in the Intercontinental title tournament. He's Jey Uso, Kofi Kingston, and Killer Kross. Not a great match. Kofi drops both of them for a double drop. Goes for Trouble in Paradise, gets broken up. Kofi gets sent to the outside. Jey hits a spear on Killer Kross, then hits the Superfly Splash on him. 1, 2, 3. So he is the first member of that Fatal 4-Way match. And under 9-minute match, it was an okay match. 2.5 out of 5 stars. We get that. Then we get a video of Walter from Germany talks about being focused on Randy Orton's, but not this voice at Bash in Berlin. And then Randy Orton's, but not this voice comes out. He goes out and he tries to sign somebody's fan, and I don't know what happened with that marker. He tried to sign it, can't even sign the fucking sign. It just gives the thing back to the kid. It's like, take the sign! I'm gonna go to the ring and cut my promo! And he's like, shaking his head. I'm like, you fucking Mark. Not Randy, but, fucking kid. If you're gonna bring a sign to a meet and greet or try to sign in that Raw, bring a pen that's not dried up. You fucking dumb marks out there. Like, seriously. Anyway. So Randy's like, I love listening to the fans singing my theme. It's great, everything. I hear voices in my head. They come to me. They counsel me. They come to me. They talk to me. Shit like that. I'm a Santino Marella. They come to me. Anyway. Says, even if it took 15 years to happen, I want to get the belt back for the 15th time. I was the youngest champion in WWE history with the old school gold belt, which should have came back, and they just brought it back with a stupid fucking WWE logo on it. Dumb. He talks about the final he was the final champion when the titles merged 10 years ago when he beat Cena when he joined the Dark when Randy joined the Dark. He says last year the title was brought back, but he wasn't there because of injury. He says, I'm going into enemy territory in Germany. You know, Orton talks about the fans watching him grow. You know, from being, you know, a guy in 2002, coming up with Cena, getting in with Evolution, beating that guy named Benoit for the belt when the Intercontinental title before that. He had a great run, and then, you know, the shit with the drugs and his anger and shit. Almost got basically got fired, and he had like so many, he had basically multiple wellness violations. But somehow he's still there. You know, he talks about when Walter came to WWE, he was a 30-something egotistical jerk who's never been put in his place. When it's like, I had to put down my demons, you know, I got a hot wife and shit like that. He's like, I'm a lot more dangerous than anyone Walter has ever beaten before. And then he says, Basher Berlin, Walter's gonna get, you know, the greatest three letters in the history of WWE, the RKO, or as I call it, as we call it, the Gilmore Kata Bang. So good promo from Randy. I don't think he's gonna win. Obviously, he's gonna come this close. But would you rather have a riot in Germany if Randy won the belt? I think logic is gonna prevail and Walter's gonna win. Hopefully not by chicanery. But, like, at King of the Ring, when Randy's arm was clearly up. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. So I gave Randy's promo 3 out of 5 stars. Then we hear from the Women's Tag Team Champions, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. They're ready to defend their belts against the former champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Jade! And they're retaining the belts on Saturday. I think they might. I really don't think Bianca and Jade are going to get the belts back for the second time, and then, like, I think we're going to plant they're still planting the seeds for one of them to turn on each other. Well, we'll see. Alright, then we go to Braun Strowman taking on Bronson Reed. This was berserk. The match gets thrown out after 8 minutes because they fight up the entrance. Bronson Reed sends Braun Strowman into the video screen. Then they go through the curtain all the way to the parking lot. Oh, the dreaded parking lot strikes again. Got a trash can shot. And then security trying to come out. They go into the parking lot. Choke slam puts Bronson onto the hood of a car. And then Braun runs him over with a running shoulder. Tackle, knocks him over the hood of another car. And then Bronson comes back, knocks Braun on top of that car. Then he goes up top, or he hits him with a pipe after a while, knocking Braun on the top of the hood of that car. And then he like climbs up to this like big old wall. I'm like, he's not gonna hit the tsunami on it. No. Ah! He hits the tsunami on top of Braun Strowman, on top of the car. The car explodes, not explodes, but the freaking, the windows all pop out and shit. I gotta put on Raw with not Raw, NXT. Give me a second. So, the freaking car just like exploded, the windows shatter. There was like a little mini explosion inside the car. I think it was like a light bulb blew out, or maybe the navigation system blew up. And then the car starts smoking, like, uh-oh. But that was epic. And then Bronson Reed walked out under his own power, didn't even need medical attention after we go to break, we come back. Freaking Michael Cole and Corey Graves are in utter shock that Bronson Reed walked out under his own power, not even needing medical assistance. But we see Braun Strowman there with medical assistance. We see Jamie Noble. I think Adam Pearce was there. And they're trying to check him out. Braun's like, I can't feel my fingers. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, he looked like he might have like legit got paralyzed. And then Adam Pearce like, he's talking about his fingers. I didn't get that part. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I was like, I think he might have got a little bit paralyzed. Can't feel his fingers. I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my brain. Hurry, hurry, hurry before I go insane. He wants to be sedated and overrated. Okay, moving on. Alright, so that match was insane, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Just for the parking lot brawl alone. That's that. Alright, now I'm going to paraphrase for the rest of this because NXT is about to start. Then we get to our next match, another second match in the Intercontinental title number 1 contenders tournament. First round match, we got The Miz taking on Xavier Woods and Pete fucking Dunne, the Bruiserweight, otherwise known as Butch. Woods does some Sid fist bumps, nice little homage to Mr. Sid Vicious there. Back and forth match they went, 11-minute match, almost 11-11, and NXT just did a tribute to Psycho Sid. So we're going to get something for Dynamite tomorrow. Then definitely on SmackDown. Maybe at the pay-per-view as well with Bash in Berlin. Maybe at No Mercy. I don't know. That too. Alright, so we miss you, Sid. Should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. I'm just saying. But anyway, moving on. Back and forth match they went. Almost went 11-11. Make a wish. But they went 11-13. Getting to the end, Miz hits a skull-crushing finale on Xavier Woods, but then Pete fucking Dunne and the Miz get into a fight over who wants to get the cover. Pete Dunne pulls Miz into a crossface. Miz gets his hand onto Woods' chest for a near fall. That's inventive. Let me get that. Ooh, Jasmine Nix, hello, my girl, and the rest of the fatal influence, JC Jane. And the Resident Farmer girl, Fallon, Don't Call Me the Don Henley. They're there. They're entering the, they're in the backstage area. They're going to be taking on the Ebony Hotties, Jakara, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, and Lash Legend. Get shit done. So they're there, posing. So they're about to come out right now. So basically says, doesn't matter how we got here, the bully and Ms. Jackson. We are NXT. Alright, so we're going to open up with Jakari, Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Love when they do that. So they're going to be taking on Fatal Influence of JC Jane and Fallon, Don't Call Me the Don Henley to start NXT. And this is taped NXT, by the way. It's not live. I thought it was live, but the production people are going to, some of them are going to be in Germany, and then they got to come back. Some of them are going to be in Denver. So this is taped NXT tonight. So. Alright, so we got the in-ring debut of Fatal Influence. All 3 of them look goddamn good. I want those glasses, by the way, by JC Jane. I'm going to have to DM her. Yeah, I'll come to you there, Jasmine Nix. I'm coming hard. But, I digress. But, goddamn, they both... Hey! Hey! Cameron, she's like... And Cameron pulls up, no! But it was me. I'm there, dude. This kind of reminds me of freaking, Toxic Attraction. This is basically Toxic Attraction 2.0. Just under a different name called Fatal Influence. And with, JC's still the original member. And now you got 2 other hotties, Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. God damn. There's so much booty in that ring. Well, and one outside the ring. I mean, god damn. I almost feel freaking sympathetic to the freaking referee. He's looking at all this hotness and all this booty in the ring. I wish I was a referee in this match. I would just look. Oh, count it. Shit. I'm sorry. I was just looking at your beauty. booty. Oh. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so where was I? Where was I before those ebony, the ladies, basically distracted me. Alright, so Pete Dunne knocks the Miz in a crossface. Miz gets his hand on Xavier Woods' chest. Interesting pin. I like that. Gets a near fall out of it. Woods just like barely kicked out. Woods then goes to the top, hits the limit break on the Miz. Goes for the cover, but Pete fucking Dunne pulls the referee out because it's a three-way dance, meaning no DQ. You can do anything you want. And then Pete Dunne grabs the Miz, hits the bitter end. 1, 2, 3. He advances. So it's going to be Jey Uso, Pete Dunne, and then the winners of next week's matches in that Fatal 4-Way the week after next. So September the 9th, we get that Fatal 4-Way for the, see who faces Braun Breaker next and probably loses. I'm thinking, since it's Braun Breaker, I think it's going to be Jey Uso winning the tournament, but not winning the title. Remember when he fought Walter and came this close to winning? He should have won. I would have been happy if he would have broke the streak of Walter, but it is what it is. So, probably going to be Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker at Bad Blood for the Intercontinental title, or maybe, I don't know if it's going to be defended on SmackDown, Raw, I should say. It might be defended on Raw and not at the pay-per-view, because I don't think besides, I think, Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, that was the last time that the Intercontinental title was defended. So I don't know if it's going to be defended at Bad Blood, because it's not being defended at Bash in Berlin. So, alright, so we get that. Match was pretty decent, 3.25 out of 5 stars. Damn, Lash. Picking up both members of Fatal Influence, and like grabbing her on her back and like doing like a mini torture rack. And then it's like dumping both of them like a sack of potatoes. Damn. She is strong. Now she picks up Jakara Jackson, and who like does a mini drop kick on the both of them. And now Jakara with a suicide dive. Oh! It almost broke her neck. Shit. She hit the dive and then came out and she was like about to land on her head, and I think she barely moved her neck from that. That could have been really serious. Woo! What movie is this? It looks like a horror movie. Talking about a freaking drill. September 13th. What movie is this? It kind of looks like a horror movie. I don't know who's in it. I don't even give two fucks. Speak No Evil. Okay. Well, we had See No Evil. I think this is like I don't know why I doubt it's a sequel to See No Evil with Kane. No, man, I take. Anyway. So I think we gotta get See No Evil, Speak No Evil, Hear No Evil. I don't know, but yeah, that's coming out September the 13th. That's Friday the 13th. I forgot about that. We got Friday the 13th twice this year, September the 13th, and I think in December. So beware of Jason Voorhees in 2 weeks. He might come to your house and kill you, chop off your head with his machete or some shit. He won't come He won't come around here though. Might have to call Michael Myers and kick his ass. But anyway, moving on. All right, so Pete Dunne goes into the tournament. Goes to the finals with Jey Uso, and we'll see what happens next week with the final 2 matches. And that's it. I think it's gonna be. I probably think it's gonna be Ilya Dragunov and Jey Uso's a face. Then you got Pete Dunne as a heel. Then you got Bronson Reed most likely as a heel. So you're gonna have to have a face to round it out. So I'm thinking Ilya's gonna win. I don't think Dom Dom's gonna win. I just don't think so. I think Ilya Dragunov is gonna go to the finals. I like to see Ilya versus Braun Breaker. Because Braun fucked him up too. So maybe Ilya wants to get revenge. So I just don't think if Jey goes to the finals to face Braun, he's not gonna win obviously, because him and Sami are gonna win the tag team titles probably before Survivor Series to set up that Civil War Games match with the fake as fuck bloodline against Roman's bloodline, which is gonna have Jimmy and Jay and Sami Zayn in it. I could probably see Jacob Fatu turning on that at that show. I think Jacob's gonna stay loyal to Solo all the way up until Survivor Series, and it's gonna cost Solo and his fake as fuck bloodline the match, and then probably the next SmackDown. Probably the week after on SmackDown, Solo's gonna get so pissed off at Jacob and saying, "You don't belong here." It's like, "You apologize to me now." And then Roman comes out and is like, "Jacob, we don't need you. You don't need Solo. Come to us." And then eventually maybe Coolio and Lance Anoy, maybe Zila Fatu come in maybe by next year. I don't think they're gonna be there this year. I don't think so, but you never know. Because I know Zila won a belt in the House of Glory, I think. So, probably hold it for a couple months, then join the Bloodline with whatever version. I could probably see Lance Anoy joining up with Roman's group. Coolio would be with Solo, that's definite. That's probably gonna happen. And then, Zila, I don't know if Zila's going to join up with Solo. I would have him be with Roman as well. And then Damu, big fat one that looks like Yokozuna. I think Damu will join up with Solo. And then The Rock will probably be with Solo. I don't know. But it looks like it's going to be leading to Rock Roman at WrestleMania, though that may or may not happen. There's so many scenarios now. They're saying Cody is going to take on Randy Orton, who's going to win the Royal Rumble. But that's debatable. I don't know if he's going to win it. If Randy doesn't win the Royal Rumble, I think he wins. He might win the Elimination Chamber, depending on who wins the Cody won the Royal Rumble, so he went to SmackDown. He was a Raw guy. He went to SmackDown. So I would think a guy from Raw will win the Royal Rumble because Orton's on SmackDown. Well, actually, Orton can win Royal Rumble because he's on SmackDown. Cody's on SmackDown. So, I mean, either way, Randy's gonna probably be facing Cody somewhere either by the end of this year or at WrestleMania, and that's it. This match is still going on. Hang on. Speaking of, all right, let's go back to Raw. Speaking of Braun Breaker, he's in the back. He's not even impressed by Jey Uso winning the match and going into the tournament along with Pete Dunne. He wants Jey to keep his name out of his mouth, and then he says, "I will beat up anyone who wins this tournament." Big words. We get that. All right, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video from Chad Gable and American Made. Chad's ready to show that Uncle Howdy is just an ordinary guy. He's just a man. That's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get another promo from Rhea Ripley, from Molly and Poppy Priest, wrecking the Judgment Day early on. And then they say, yeah, of course, we're the bad guys. And then both of them promise pain. Okay, then, Clubber Lang. Clubber, do you have a prediction for the fight tonight? Prediction? Pain. Rocky 3, gotta love it. Alright, so we get that. And, JC, I thought we were going for the pin. What happened there? So it brings in Fallon, Don't Call Me Don Henley. They're about to do something to Lash. Ooh! Damn, that's a good finisher. So, JC hit a knee strike from the front, and I think Fallon hit a last shot, by Adam Cole, baby! From the back, so they get the win. And even though my girl Jasmine Nix got a big boot to the face by Lash, and then JC hit a roundhouse discus forearm. Oh, no, it was a drop kick to the back of the head, not the last shot by Fallon Henley. Okay. Alright, so Fatal Influence gets their first win as a team. Well, back to the drawing board for Metaphor. I think Metaphor is going to break up because I don't know when Noam Dar is going to come back, if at all, this year. Ugh. And that's that. Now we go to Wesley and what's been going on with him. You know, good times with Zachary Wentz and MSK, two-time. I think two-time NXT Tag Team Champions. So, and then Zachary Wentz fucked it up after they won the belts back again. So, yeah, that whole Hitler thing, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, April 8, 2022 is when Zachary Wentz got released by NXT for that domestic violence bullshit that he did with Kimberly, and then Wesley was basically they stripped him from the NXT Tag Team titles, and then Wesley had a nice little singles run with the North American title, winning it twice. Then he lost it. I think he lost it to Dom Dom. Then he left for almost a year with a really serious back injury. Then he came back, had that feud with Oba, which really didn't help, was good. And then the NXT TNA partnership came about. The Rascals came back, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz from TNA. They came back, and we thought everything was going to be good. MSK goes after the tag team belts, and they lost. And then Wesley's like, I don't need you guys anymore, and then attacked both men after, I think, Chase U won the belts. So, I mean, he just went off on Trey Miguel, beat the fuck out of Zachary Wentz for no apparent reason. And then last week we saw Zachary Wentz attack Wesley after the NXT World, the triple threat match where Joe Hendry won. Oh, we said his name, now he appears. Joe Hendry, I believe in Joe Hendry. Okay, so he's there. Blah, 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 blah. So it looks like we're gonna get the match official tonight for No Mercy. So I wish there was a stipulation for that match, but it's just gonna be straight up one-on-one Zachary Wentz and Wesley. I think that could probably steal the show, but we'll see what happens with that. Probably gonna go with Wesley to win that match, but we'll see. Moving on. All right, so after the Terror Twins say we're gonna promise pain for the Judgment Day for Liv Morgan and Dom Dom and the rest of the Judgment Day. After that, we go to Bash in Berlin Rundown, and then we had the tribute video to Sid Vicious, which was great. It must have been ready in advance, because I don't know how they got it that quick. Big ups to the production team. So we have a face-off between Zachary Wentz and Wesley. That leads us to the match. Look at that. Now we have Carmen Petrovich. Oh, yes. With that epic frickin' entrance of hers. She's going to be in action. I think taking on Izzy Dame, who attacked her last week to take her out of the gauntlet match for the shot at Roxanne Perez's title, or Roxy's NXT Women's title, which Jada Parker won. Alright, so Carmen and her sword comes out. It's going to take on Bookie Hogan 2.0, Izzy Dame. Coming up next on NXT. Look at that. Alright, so it's that pretty damn good tribute video made by the WWE for Sid Vicious. Loved it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. Chad Gable and Uncle Howdy. One-on-one. Uncle Howdy's date butt match on Raw. Nobody came out. Well, they came out. The Wyatt Six came out, and then they went to the back. Same thing with American Made, the Creed Brothers, and Ivy Nile. Look at that. Gable comes back after getting tossed over the announcer's table. Did I hit Corey Graves? Damn. But Gable comes right back with an angle slam on the announcer's table and did not break again on the table. And then Uncle Howdy barely beats the count back in. And then they go back and forth. Uncle Howdy hits a quick release back bottom for a near fall. Then he hits the hanging, swinging neck breaker of his. And then we see Ivy Nile come out for a distraction. Gable grabs the ankle lock. Uncle Howdy pushed off into the ref, so we get a good old-fashioned ref bump. And then Uncle Howdy with a mandible claw. Gable's in trouble, but then the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, come out for the save. And they throw Uncle Howdy into the barricade by the timekeeper's area. Then the rest of the Wyatt Six come out. Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, and Eric Rowan. They come out. They brawl with the Creed brothers. Ivy jumps on the back of Eric Rowan. I was like, where the fuck is Nikki Cross in this? Maybe she was underneath the ring with Punk. I don't know. Well, at the time, but I don't know what happened with that. Maybe she wasn't there. But anyway, so Eric Rowan just like carries her and starts beating the crap out of the Creed brothers with Dexter and Joe Gacy leaving the ringside area. And then Gable goes for his moonsault, and I'll go through and Gable runs at Uncle Howdy. Bad move as Uncle Howdy grabbed him and boom! Sister Abigail. 1, 2, 3, and just under 14 minutes, Uncle Howdy gets the win in his Raw debut. Good match, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that ends Monday Night Raw. Nothing else. Didn't even have to have... Thankfully, there was no after effects, like a fight or something, and then the USA Network cuts the feed like they did the last 2 weeks. I guess they got the memo from the fans. Don't do that. So, that was that. And then we see Uncle Howdy put his arms out. Follow the pussy. And that's pretty much it. Bray was probably smiling down from heaven, looking at his younger brother get his first win on Raw. His debut win on Raw. I like it. A lot of people saying the Wyatt Six need to move on from Gable and the Creed Bros and Ivy Nile. I agree. I'm like, do something else with them. It's just like a slaughter. They're just beating the crap out of all of them. What else can they do now to them? They beat them up every freaking week. Just like move on to the next target, whoever that might be. And the rumor Alexa Bliss is going to be joining the Wyatt Six as a 6th member. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But all in all, match was good. Like I said, 3.25 out of 5 stars. Raw wasn't that great as a go-home show, as all go-home shows are not that great anyway. But I gave Raw 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. You can do your own video if you want. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright, I'm going to watch the rest of NXT. Now we got, from a house show, Eddie Thorpe, DJ Nightwolf in the ring, pumping up the crowd. And now we see him, he's in the back with a bunch of hot ladies. Oh God, is that that better be the Asian chick or Chinese? That's got to be an Asian chick. Oh, she looked great. Nice little tattoo on her thing over here, right near her titties. Of a black rose. He got tattoos on her arm. So they all leave as the rest of them pimp. Ashanti the Adonis comes in, trying to flirt with them. And they're like, bye, Eddie! Bye, Eddie! Bye, Eddie! So we got that. Wait, who just went into the room? Who was that guy? Was that Javon? It looked like Javon Evans went into another room. Oh, uh-oh. Brooks Jensen went into the room. Now he's beating the shit out of Javon Evans. I think it's Javon. Now they're going into the room. And now Brooks Jensen's beating... now he's fighting with... He was fighting with DJ Nightwolf, and then referees came in. So I think Javon got beat up. He got hit with a chair. Now we got Wendy Choo Choo on on X saying, Kaylani, I have a surprise for you. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh yes, tonight. Tonight's the night. I forgot. Tonight is the night Rosemary debuts on NXT. Oh, spoiler. That's later tonight, baby. Kaylani Jordan taking on Rosemary. It doesn't end well for Rosemary, spoiler alert, but at least we see Rosemary on NXT. Thank you, Shawn Michaels. Thank you, WWE, for this partnership with TNA. But I'm not happy with the result of the match with Kaylani Jordan and Rosemary. Come on, you gotta have Rosemary win that match. She could be Kaylani Jordan in her fucking sleep. But you just wanna have Kaylani win so she has momentum going into the match with Wendy Choo Choo for the Women's North American title at No Mercy this Sunday. Come on. But, I mean, I'm gonna mark out when Rosemary comes out. But I really think it should have been Jessica Havoc. You want a demon, you get Jessica Havoc, not Rosemary. Imagine Su Yung was still in TNA. That would have been good. Su Yung would have fucked Kaylani up. You know, she would have lost, but still would have fucked her up. Rosemary still fucked her up anyway, but anyway, yeah, Su Yung at, was at a house show, something from another promotion, and one of the male wrestlers threw a chair right at her face, broke her nose, and she can't breathe from one side of her nose. That's not good. So my prayers and prayers go out to Su Yung. Hopefully she can get breathing back in the other side of her nose. But yeah, broken nose is a no joke. But the way she broke her nose, now she can't even breathe out of her half her nose. That might lead to something serious. I hope not, but you know, prayers to Su Yung. I hope she gets better and comes back and kicks some ass. But now she's home. I don't know if she's still with Rich Swann, you know, that drunken idiot, but because he's now suspended from TNA indefinitely from because he got another I don't think it wasn't a DUI. I think it was a drinking while intoxicated. Not a DWI. Well, it's the same thing as a DWI. DUI. I don't know if he was driving, but they just found him. It just said drinking intoxication violation. Some shit like that. And then they found out, they suspended him. It's like, fuck you, Rich Swann. So now First Class, which is basically Top Dollar, well, Flop Dollar, and then another guy, I think. That's it. Rich Swann, bye. Probably gonna release him. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, his suspension gets lifted and then eventually he'll get released, or he gets released while on suspension. I don't know, but, yeah. His career just went to shit after a while. Just went to shit. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Alright, anyway, I'm going to watch the rest of NXT for the next hour and a half. And I'm going to have my sensible dinner. Maybe rest for a little bit. Then I'll be back with video number 3. Over on my Peter Joseph channel. So, get 3 videos on 3 different channels tonight. So, check that out. Please hit the bell. On my respective channels, so when the video goes up, you will be first to see it, so you don't miss anything. If you're not getting my notifications, then unsubscribe, resubscribe again, unsubscribe, hit the bell again, turn on all notifications again, and hopefully you'll get my notifications better that way. If not, then just go to my channels and look up the latest video, and that's pretty much it. That's the only way I can help you right there. Otherwise, you're out. You're SOL. And that's it. Alright, Izzy Game just... I thought you just won. Hey, is that Ben Scheinberg from WOW? No, a little bit bigger. But anyway. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. 6.5 out of 10 stars for Raw. Check out my video on my Metal Gear channel about Oasis coming back. Oasis! The Gallagher brothers are coming back for a brief tour a brief reunion tour in 2025, starting on July the 4th. 14 dates announced as of right now. They're going to be in Cardiff, Wales, July 4th. Then they're going to be in England. They're going to be in Ireland, and then do some European dates. And then Carmen won. I thought Izzy won that match from what I read on the spoilers. All right, so Carmen Pickford gets her revenge on Izzy for last week. Boom. There you go. That's it. So, not a bad match. Now we have Catchpoint 3.0 of Miles Bourne and the Heritage Cup champion. Well, he doesn't have the cup because he left it in the back. That's Mr. Dempsey, Mr. Charlie Dempsey, Mr. Rico's son. And my girl, Maddie Rankowski. And, Maddie's trying to prove herself to the boys. And, oh, there's the cup. I didn't even see it. So, there's my cousin, Tony D, in a nice little fucking suit from the Men's Warehouse. So he's there with Stacks, Adriano Rizzo and Luca Crucifino. Two guys come in and say, hey, not right now, and then they leave to go to the tag team match, looks like. Oh, that was a 6-person tag team match. And then they're saying, Don, we really gotta talk. Uh-oh, something happened. And Don's like, no, I gotta go out for the 6-person tag, we'll talk later. And then they're like talking on their phone, and what's that, some inside information about something? So I wonder what that's gonna lead to. But anyway, we're gonna see my cousin come out, Tony D'Angelo, my cousin, who buys you a chicken bomb. Buys me a chicken bomb hero for $2. You get it for $10.50. All right, so we got that. We got blah 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 blah. All right, so it's gonna be Miles Bourne, Charlie Dempsey, and my girl Maddie Rankowski taking on Adriana Rizzo, Luca Crucifino, the resident concierge, the resident attorney. He lives downstairs from you because he lives on the 2nd floor. Blah 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 blah. And Tony D at ringside in a 6-person mixed tag. So that should be interesting. But you got that. Sucks that Tony D's not the Heritage Cup champion anymore. I hope he gets it back, but he's got other things to worry about, which is Oba Femi, Wakanda Forever, and going after the North American Championship at No Mercy. Now I bet you we're gonna see Oba come out probably during or after this match, probably in the balcony, maybe giving a promo to Tony. Says, Tony, you will not beat me. I am Oba. I am undefeated. You will not end my streak. I wouldn't be mad if Tony D becomes the North American champion finally. I wouldn't be mad if he ends the streak. Then I think Oba is pretty much done in NXT and going up to the main roster to kill everybody. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, now I'm done. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, if you're not down with all of that, well, me, the Prophecy, and the Purge, and everybody that's better than you, motherfuckers, and you know it, we all got the 3 greatest words in the history of life itself. Get close. Get closer. Come on. Closer. Closer. Fuck you, man! And that's it. You don't like it? Tough shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time. Peace!